Do, do, do. Hello, hello, hello. First. Jamila, what's up? Happy Saturday. How you doing? Miss Marty, what's going on? All the ladies in the place with style and grace. What's good? First impression. Hold on one moment. Just gonna give it a few minutes, let a couple more people get in here. Putting a note up on the community tab. How's everybody doing? How you feeling mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically? Good. I'm glad you're doing well. Yay, you made the chat, Nicole. What's good? How you doing? How's everybody's weekend? Let me see here. Boom. Like that. Someone home? No one can be home yet. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. You're chilling. I like a chill Saturday. A chill Saturday is the best Saturday. Oh, it's the mail lady. She's late. It's going on 7 o'clock. Okay. Post. Boom. And then let me... Oops, let me turn this all the way down. All right. So just going to give it a few more minutes. Let me go ahead and get my stuff organized. I wanted to go live before my family got home because once the fam gets home, y'all know how it is. It'd be loud in here. I've only been home since 4 o'clock. I was out of town working. There were 2 shows this weekend, one today and one yesterday. So glam, working, got home, and I wanted to go live. Hey, Miss Rhoda, how you doing? How you doing? I wanted to go live because I saw that my Sephora is too close to my house. Like, if there's no traffic, I can get there in less than 10 minutes. So once I saw this was in stock, I was like, yo, we gotta dabble in this. Also, disclaimer, I noticed on my last live, there was a couple of comments in regards to the live being blurry. Hey, Catherine, what's up? That is out of my control. The connection is what the connection is. I used to go live with my whole setup with my camera, but one time I was in the middle of the live and my camera died, and so I just used my iPad, and everybody said that connection was better. However, that's when I was at my old house. I live smack dab in the middle of the city now, so I don't know, just because there's so many people pulling from the connection in my neighborhood or whatnot, but the live is clear as day. Okay, well then what they're talking about then? I thought it was pretty clear, but you know, okay. Thank you for letting me know. And not to mention, the weather was significantly different in DC versus North Carolina. When I tell you, it was so cold today, I was like, nah, give me back to the South. My southern bones. I don't like cold. It's not my thing. I like fall, but the cold, it was rainy, and then that wind, it just hits differently. And it reminded me real quick that I need to get my little behind right on back to North Carolina. However, the weekend was good. Everyone's makeup came out good. I'm just so hyped because I feel like I'm finally in the swing of things. Like, I got my style. I'm loving the way that the looks are coming out, because I was struggling for a little bit because, you know, you can be your own worst critic. And I understand that I am not the best, but I will be soon. You got to know where you're at. You got to understand that. And so this was the first show where I'm like, okay, everybody's look was solid. Came out good, you know? Just unpacking what little bit of makeup I brought with me. And we're going to go ahead. Let's see. All right. We got 9 beautiful ladies in here. Ladies or gentlemen, I don't know. never want to offend anybody. That's the thing. Like, you can't say anything these days. Like, if you are not 1,000% politically correct, like, even if your intention isn't to hurt anybody's feelings or leave anybody out or make someone feel a certain way, it is god awfully hard these days just to communicate, because there's so many boxes, so many things you have to check. And I just kind of got to a point where at the end of the day, I know my intentions, and my intentions are never to hurt, harm, make anyone feel less than, or leave anybody out. So I am done with the days of just over analyzing and filtering myself. Like, if it comes to a point where I say something and what I'm saying is wrong, correct me, because I'm humble. I'm not always right. You know what I mean? I have no problems learning, but I know me inside, my intent is to never hurt anyone, to make anyone feel bad, to leave anyone out. But it's just like, yo, we live in a world of a bunch of soft pansies where you can't say anything. And it's just kind of like, oh my God, like, everything is triggering. Like, I hate the word triggered, and the word triggered triggers me, and I'm just kind of like, what the hell? Because the thing is, like, when people are so easily triggered or saying, oh, what you said triggered me, that's very egocentric, and here is why. You think that the person that is speaking is saying something that is directly intended to hurt or harm you. 9 times out of 10, this person don't even know you. They don't know your struggle. They don't know what's going on in here. So it's very egocentric to think that whatever the word someone is speaking is intended to hurt you and make you feel a way. It's just, sorry, I didn't mean to start off on a rant. However, comma, that's was a little message that was on my heart. And phobic, oh my gosh, triggered, phobic, like, all. It's a lot. It's like, you're skinny phobic, you're fat phobic. It's like, can we just, it's a lot. It's annoying. Have you picked up Natasha's palette? I'm waiting on your Hourglass video. Natasha's palette, which, have I been under a rock? Which Natasha palette are we referring, Jamila? Now I feel like I'm behind and I don't know what's going on. Okay, so let's get started. I have no makeup on my face right now. My brows are filled in. Oh no, I skipped out on my Dream palette just simply because I have Retro and I have Leela. Leela, I never depotted, so she's in good shape. I believe my shades from my Retro are okay. Y'all know I told y'all I depotted a lot of my Natasha Denona palettes for my kit, and basically just with travel, a lot of them broke, so I'm still salty about that. But due to me having Leela and Retro, there was really no need for me to get in my Dream. And I saw a leak of another palette that she's about to launch, and it's not good. And like, I'm not saying the quality is not good with the color story. It's just not anything that I would use, and I feel like we're all like minds here. I don't think it's anything that any of us would use, honestly. But so no, I skipped out on that one. People need to shut up and watch you. All right, Joan. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. All right, so let's get rolling here. Let me put all my little teens away. I'm gonna do a quick was made for us. I understand I did not buy Retro and I missed. Yeah, so that's perfect. So I don't think it's a bad palette whatsoever. I think if you didn't get either one of those two, then yeah, you're gonna. And the thing is, like, if I ever skip out on a Natasha Denona palette, it's not because of the quality. It's just because either I feel like that color story is just simply not for me, or because I already have something similar to it. But Natasha Denona across the board, no matter what color story you get from her, it's going to be a banger. You're going to like it. All right, let me throw on... Shoot, where's my concealer? I should have been doing all of this while I was flapping my freaking gums. Oh, there it is, right there. Boom. All right, so I've been playing... I got a massive concealer video coming up. Where can I put this mirror at? Oh, nope, can't go right there. Boom, right behind it. Okay, so I have a massive concealer video coming out probably within the next couple of weeks. And this Hourglass concealer I picked up just because I was curious. Hello, Mind Your Mess. I freaking love your handle. I think I tell you that every single time I see it pop up in the live. And this Hourglass Concealer, I know it's been out for a minute. I bought a mini one, but she's clutch, baby. She's clutch. So this has been like my quick 5-minute face. Auntie to be. And then I'm going to take this Revlon Color Stay Skin Awake. It's actually a concealer. I want to get the new Milani liquid contours. However, they are not available in store. And I'm just kind of like, I want to see it first before I commit to buying it online. So all right, we've concealed, we got contour. Then again, this was one of my products of the week because I'm trying to make sure I use on myself. This is the Huda Beauty foundation stick. Then I'm gonna add this. And this has been my quick 5-minute face. I know no one asked for this, but I realized I had no makeup on, so here we are. Here we freaking are. All right, then I'm going to just blend this out. So I've been trying new techniques, y'all. Loving blending my concealer out with my Real Techniques setting brush. This is not new to me or my channel. I've been using this a lot to set up under my eyes with powder before I got on my little powder puff kick from Amazon. However, I have been loving blending my concealer out with this brush. And then of course, if you use a brush, you're not going to soak up as much product as you would with a sponge. See how easily that blended out? This Hourglass concealer. It's bomb. And then y'all, I'm sure I want to see, we'll put this on too because I did my first impressions on, put it on my YouTube short. Short form content is taking over, and as much as I hate it, if I'm gonna play this game, you know what I mean, to try to get my content sent, I gotta I have to roll with it, but I don't know. I don't know that I will ever like short form content. However, I understand you gotta move with the times, friend, or you're gonna get left behind. All right, so I like to blend the concealer first, especially up under my eyes. All right, then I'm going to take my foundation brush and start blending. Ooh, I messed up. That's all right. I'm just going to blend that in just like that. Boom. Blend the foundation, concealer, whatever have you first. And then blend your contour, your bronzer, whatever it is. However you prefer to wear your makeup, just make sure you blend the darkest last. Because in doing so, it's going to make it easier, just simply because you already have some residue from your other product. It just makes the blending easier. And I like this Revlon for contour since we are officially fall, y'all. I always transition. I change my makeup up. I go more towards a contour in the fall and winter than I do over a bronzy look. And I have just had to just pause when it came to bronzer. And I'm glad fall came when it did because I have no more room in my collection for any more bronzers. And as y'all know, Sephora sale is coming up at the end of the month. First of all, I can't even believe that it's that time of the year. I can't believe that it's October already. I was in Michael's, 2 weeks ago. They already had Christmas trees. Costco already has their Christmas trees. I'm like, what's good? What's going on? I'm confused. Too much, too soon. But I will definitely have my recommendations. And y'all know I like to be very, very cautious of whatever it is that I'm buying, trying to mind my makeup and making sure that I'm not over consuming because there are 3 products in particular for me that I don't need to purchase anymore. And that's going to be foundation, concealer, and bronzer. I have tapped out. I can't do it. I can't do it no more. It's just, it's too much. All right. Let me set all of this. Gonna set my under eyes with my Pat McGrath under eye setting powder, and I just take that concealer on that Real Techniques setting brush. I just wipe it off, wipe all the product off, and then I'm sure somebody who is not subscribed to me is gonna catch this playback, and they're going to be like, what's taking so long? I just want to see the product. Well, you know what? You're not part of the Ann fam. If you subscribe, then you know how we roll and how we get down over here. So I'm trying to get through this as fast as possible. Yes, it's, yeah, it is true. It is true. And then it's hard, mind your mess, because right now there's actually some good stuff that's popping up. Now, of course, you know, there's some trash things out there as well. I don't know about y'all, but if I never see, yeah, the releases this year have been good. I don't know about y'all, but in 2023, if I don't see another Disney collab, I'll survive. I'll survive. It's just kind of like, it's interesting because I feel like everyone on YouTube that consumes makeup content at this rate, they already know how to do their makeup, right? So it's just kind of like, it's getting juvenile. And I'm grown. Like, I don't mind nostalgic things, but some stuff's just weird to me. I don't know about y'all, but some stuff's just weird to me. Like, when Fenty had that ketchup thing, I don't even know what it was. Hey, Sarah. I don't know what that was that she was trying to launch, but it made zero sense. It wasn't even juvenile. It was just dumb. And, like, even a true Rihanna Fenty stan will be like, yeah, nah, sis, I want the move. Ordered the PM. Yeah, I saw. So I was excited to see what her holiday palette was going to be this year. And it's cute, but I had to ask myself, Amber, you have Pat McGrath palettes. Do you use them on the regular basis? The answer is no, I don't. I wish I did. I really wish I did, but I just don't. So I had to, keep it a buck, be true to myself. All right, let's go. I'm going to throw on some of this. And that's going to warm the face up. And this shade in here, it is a little deceiving because you think it's going to be, I thought it was going to be cooler than what it is, but it's warm, but it's not too warm. Like, this is one, because it's a little bit more subtle in warmth, that I could pull off during the winter time, fall time. Of course, do what you want. You wear your makeup when you want to wear it. If you want to wear pastel eyes on Christmas Eve, you do that. You do you, boo. I'm gonna do me. It looks cool in the pan, right? ABH nude palette compared to Modern Renaissance. I can pull it out. I don't think it looks anything like Modern Renaissance though. But we about to dive in, sis. We gonna take a look. We are going to take a look. And I've got my the Nuevo palette as well. Let me grab those two so we can take a little bit of a dive in. Then I'm going to go in with this blush right here because I used this yesterday when I went to the show. And I loved how it looked. Boom. All right. Palette time. I'll be filling these brows a little bit. I've been using this Benefit Volume Brow. I've had this for quite some time now, and I meant to make a video on it. I just never got around to it, but I might still do that. Coming soon. Is Hourglass worth it? I don't know yet. I'm going to spend the rest, I need one more week to use it, and then I'm going to compare it to something else. And then I will have my video up. Y'all know I like to really use things first, especially when it comes to really expensive things like that. So I need to just use it a little bit more and play with it. And then I will have a solid answer for you. But at the moment, I do like it. I personally don't have anything like it in my collection. So for that is one of the other reasons why it appealed to me. Let me get my ABH palettes. Your girl was not prepared. I like jumped off the flight, came home, unpacked my suitcase, and went to Sephora. Priorities. Where is my, oh, did I speak too soon? Oh no, there it is. If ABH was smart, If they were smart, you know what they should do? If they really want to get real nostalgic and get everybody hype about them again, they should do a modern renaissance too. That's personally what I think. I think that would be fire. Is Taj Mahal from Nars a dupe for that orange blush shade in Hourglass? I feel like that's what is tempting me the most. Well, let's take a look. We're just all over the place tonight. Here's Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal, I believe, is a little bit darker, but they are in the same color story. Hold on, let me give you an Amber P bootleg swatch. And then with Hourglass, I feel like their blushes, they're definitely more radiant and they're a little bit more translucent. I'm sorry, hold on, let me turn my light up. Can we see that? And then I'll swatch Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal, okay, yeah. So this is Taj Mahal. So this one is by Nars, and that's got a punch to it. And then this one is the Hourglass. So my thoughts were correct. So they look similar in pan, but swatch on the skin, this one's darker, it's subtle, has a soft glow to it. This one is deeper. This one's a little bit lighter and it packs more of a radiant punch and it's more opaque. Hope that was helpful for you. Oh yes, I'm on it. The Kiko blushes look like Hourglass ones. I cannot speak to that, Dr. Sherry. I have not utilized those before. Bought Natasha in pack. I like Huda palette, but I have never bought from her formula the Hourglass. Yeah, I'm definitely getting Huda. I like her eyeshadows a lot. This palette is probably the only palette that I think I've ever considered repurchasing. Actually, no, I lied. I would repurchase this one, and then her Desert Dusk, I still have it. I actually went looking for it the other day because I was going to repurchase it. That's how much I like it, and it's discontinued. So that's that on that. All right, so Modern Renaissance, and then we have Rose Metals. So I personally would not say that these are the same. I could see why you would think, you know, I feel like they might be in the same story. So with Rose Metals, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shades that are going to be reflective, shimmer, what have you. And then in Modern Renaissance, you only get 1, 2, 3. So very different in that sense. And then I feel like looking at the Rose Metals, it just pulls deeper. It has more depth in it. Not saying that Modern Renaissance doesn't, but this is definitely, to me, pulling deeper. And then this is the one that I think everybody really wants to see the comparison. Now, I haven't used Rose Metals yet. I literally just opened it with y'all. So these two. So this, I remember when I got this and I was confused because I felt like, why did she drop this so early? To me, it looks like fall. And some people said, oh, it looks more like summer, spring. The purple here, I feel like this is the most random shade. I don't know why they put that in there. That's bizarre to me. But the purple here is definitely makes it get that, I guess, spring, summertime look. But now that we have Rose Metals, I'm like, okay, yeah, this one to me definitely looks more fall now. Do these look similar? I feel like they look similar to the eye. However, they're very different at the same time. And I'm not at a place to where I could verbalize that just quite yet because, like I said, I haven't used Rose Metals. So let's go ahead and get into our Rose Metals palette. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Y'all know how I roll. I just go with the flow. And this is the P. Louise base. I love these. I have been using them on myself. And then I have a couple in my kit because I think they are thebomb.com. So I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eye real quick. Green packaging is making it look more grunge than it really is. Oh, and it could. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a very solid point because sometimes how it bounces off the background. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Do you use it on your clients for the best makeup? that you use? No, everything that I'm using now, this is my own personal makeup. The only thing that I might use on clients that I have in my own collection is an eyeshadow palette, but everything else, I have my own kit for work, then I have my own things. But I'm honestly to the point now where I don't really utilize any more of my personal eyeshadows on my clients, just simply because in my client kit, it's very strategic and thought out. It's all based on the type of work that I do. Therefore, a lot of palettes that I have, it just wouldn't be functional for the artistry that I need, the artistry that I do for work. I love the color story. Me too, for Rose Metals. I think it's beautiful. I have not picked up any ABH palettes. Of grunginess, of subculture. Yeah. Yeah, it does. I got rid of my subculture. All right, let's roll. Let's take this shade, Dune. This is calling my name. And I have a feeling she's going to be, yep, she's going to be pigmented. Oh, let me make sure I'm going to take this plastic off so I can use this mirror. Okay. All right, so formula, good old ABH formula. Whoo, I went in a little too much right off the bat. That was my fault. I prefer to go in with the light hands and then build from there, but it's not giving too much pigment immediately. It's not giving subculture, basically. I love this shade. So this is one of those shades that I personally would take. Right, pigmentation, sis. It's on. This is one of those shades that I personally would take and just put it all over the lid and call it a freaking day. Holy shit, this is pigmented. Sorry, excuse my mouth. I love the Lord, but I cuss a little, okay? Judge me kindly. Wow. Okay, had to buff that down. This is such a pretty color. I'm into it. I'm into it. Okay, now I'm just going to add to build. Goodness gracious. I was not expecting that. And be warned, because I believe this tends to be the trend. This tends to be the trend with ABH. Everything tends to pop off, I found, a little bit darker once you put it on than it actually looks in the pan. So be mindful of that. But this is nonetheless a very beautiful shade. And I went ham on this eye. Hold on. Let me blend this out. This is a nice palette, though. I am not a fan of ABH. Yeah, all good. We're not always going to be a fan of the same things. And that is A-okay. There are so many different palettes and brands out there. There's literally something for everybody out there. Everybody out there. Okay, wow. I need a smaller brush. All right, let's go in with Noble. This dark brown here. It doesn't appear like it's going to be super, super dark, but let's take a look. Very rich. Beautiful. Sorry, guys. I'm really into this palette right now. Because I'll be honest, when it launched, I was kind of like, I don't know. I'm a makeup artist, so I need new palettes for brides. Which one to try? ABH Metal Rose or Modern Renaissance or Huda Empower? Ooh, for bridal, I'd go Modern Renaissance all day long. All day long. Just simply because Modern Renaissance, you're going to get that soft, elegant bridal look more so than you would with the Rose Metals. And of course, you could still make the Rose Metals work for bridal, but if I was doing a bridal client, I would go more so on Modern Renaissance 100%. Huda Empowered, I can't speak yet just simply because I don't have it. I will get it, but Dr. Sherry MUA, stay tuned. And do you have a YouTube channel, Dr. Sherry? If so, I need to go watch and subscribe. Once I do get it, I will definitely do a first impression and I can report back on my thoughts as far as do I think that's a good bridal palette. How would you compare it to Primrose? Primrose and Modern Renaissance, I feel, have the same vibe. So Primrose, again, it has more depth. I think Primrose is beautiful. So here's Primrose, and then here's Modern Renaissance. Hold on. Ooh, I'm struggling. You can see them side by side. Oh, you're an Egyptian makeup artist? Oh, girl. Okay, yeah. I'm definitely following you because I was just talking to one of my really good friends the other night because we were looking at what was it? It was an Indian bridal makeup artist and her yeah, I just got chills. Definitely following you. Much respect. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, now I'm gonna go in a little bit more with that first shade. I'm just messing around right now. I'm not being very technical or strategic. I'm just trying to really get a feel for the colors and make sure that I stay in frame because I'm not using my camera. Okay, this is pretty. I'm into it. I like it. Although I'm being hella messy. It's fine. We're fine. We are all fine. Okay, let's get into some shimmer. I want, of course, Rose Fire. It's freaking calling my name. Ooh, okay, so dipped in a little too hard. Ah, thank you. I appreciate that. I went in a little too hard, so be mindful. That was not the palette. That was straight user error. All right, here we go. Ooh, yeah. I feel like there's a shade like this in Primrose that's similar. Yep, Fire Opal. Boom. There she is. So Fire Opal is more red, and Rose Fire, the shade I put on, pulls a little bit more of an orangey undertone. Man, tap light, fam, because she's Louise. Oh, I'm about to do some killer fall eye makeup looks with this. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, and then right next to that, actually, I'm going to go in with a royal here. This purple. I think that will be a vibe. Yep. That's pretty. Pretty. Wow. I'm into it. And then I like to flip my brush over because it's clean. And then this is how I like to blend the two together. Are y'all seeing what I'm putting down here? That's sick. Ooh, so reflective. So pretty. Pretty on fleek. Sorry, my dogs are fussing. And just make sure that you are being mindful with the pressure because good Lord, you don't have to push very hard. You don't have to like swirl your brush in there. You're gonna get it like slightest little touch. Love this purple. What is this? Oh, Royal. Perfect name for it. I mean, if this isn't giving fall vibes, I definitely get more fall vibes now with this one than I do this one. So I am retracting my statement because I am a human and I am allowed to change my mind. God forbid you say one thing and then you change your mind. The people gonna come for you next. You said X, Y, and Z. I dang sure did. And now I'm saying something else because I can change my mind because we learn, we grow, we educate ourselves. Beautiful. Woo-wee. Okay. Now I need to blend this in a little bit more. I am impressed. I honestly, when I saw it online, the reason why I was so irritated with this palette online was because I kid you not, in every picture that I saw, the color story looked different. Every single picture. Like, I could not find a picture where I felt it was cohesive and it actually looked like what I thought it was going to appear to the eye. If you like go check it out on like any of like the makeup updaters like Trend Moon, Makeup Craze, or even if you just go to Anastasia's Instagram and you just look at the pictures of the palette, it's hard to tell what's what. Yeah, it's this one. If you didn't get this one, the Nuevo, don't get this one. Get Rose Metals. That's my first impression off the gate. Get this one, because this one is a vibe. I don't dislike the other one, but this, woo-wee. Thank you, Isabel. How are you? I hope you're having a happy Saturday. And what are you cooking? I love seeing your photos on Instagram. The food that you make looks delicious. Yeah. And typically, again, do whatever you want. Typically, I would not pull a shimmer up this high. However, I love how that looks. This is giving me like an autumn sunset vibe, if you will. Okay, now I feel like shrimp, rice, and beans and plantains. Ooh, that sounds good. Yes, yes, yes. That sounds delicious. Let me see here. I want to take, what do I want to do? God, I want to do so many things, and my eyes are just like already covered with this. I want to take, I'm going to take Element. Oh, too hard again. Dang it. Okay, here we go. I've been loving, I always love taking shadow for the waterline for eyeliner, but recently, and this is something that I've been doing on my clients, I've been loving using something that has a shimmer or more reflective for eyeliner. So I'll use like a traditional pencil liner, and then I'll go right up under it with some kind of eyeshadow that has a little bit of a reflect. Man, the way it makes the eyes pop. Now, I did not put on any eyeliner. I just wanted to get straight to this because this looks pretty. I love how reflective it makes your eye look. Thank you. Yeah, once I got going, I was like, well, shoot. I wasn't expecting the colors to look like this. So I'm like, not low key, high key, blown away. Wow. And then, oh, going back, Sherry, because someone mentioned Primrose and I forgot. Now, I don't know if Anastasia has changed the formula from Modern Renaissance to currently, but I know like mine is the old version, and I can tell you that Primrose is way more pigmented than Modern Renaissance, so that's something else you might want to consider as well. Again, mine is old from like the first launch, so I don't know if she's changed the formulation since then. However, this one is way more pigmented. Just trying to give y'all all the tea, fam. All the tea. Okay, so this is, I agree. I agree, Jennifer. I think the packaging really does dull it because packaging to me, it's called rose metals, but it pulls more silver and the writing is more so in rose gold. So if she would have just made the whole palette rose gold metallic, I think that would have did a little bit more justice personally, but Miss Anastasia didn't ask me, so maybe she should one day. How cool would that be if she asked me? She's got plenty of people on her team. She ain't checking for me. She don't even know who I am. That's just my busted ass opinion. Wow. Okay, so I feel like I need to go in with some more colors for y'all. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna go in with Sunrose, which that's a beautiful shade. So this is a shade right here where I would pop this all over the lid and make it nice and bright and bold and clean, and then just outline it a little bit with the dark brown. That would be sick. So I'm gonna pop this up in here. Nice little brow bone highlight. Nothing too intense. And then, like, if I put some nice winged liner on with this, some lashes, baby. And I'm mad now that I'm looking. I should have went in with this brown first and then that shimmer shade, but that's all right. I just got a little excited and I got a little ahead of myself. Let me see. Just want to add a little dip on the outside. Actually, no, I'll just go ahead and go over it a little bit. And I can add more if I need to. I just really need some depth here. There we go. That's better. But I can say the swatches of this palette that I have seen online, the swatches look beautiful. I follow Coco Swatches on Instagram. She has beautiful deep skin and she dedicates her page to swatching on darker skin tones. And when she swatched it, I was like, oh, okay, got it. There we go. Then let's take Heavenly looks wild. Let's go for it. I'm going to take some of Heavenly. Ooh, yep. That is just as bright as I thought it would be. Wow. Wow. Formula and Sephora and the shimmer and the primrose was amazing. Yeah, okay, great. So you did swatch it. Awesome. Hold on, guys. I'm being super strategic right now, and I gotta be quiet to do that. Ooh-wee. Wow. Okay, let's talk about it. So I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades so far. So we've used this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and that one. Out of all the shades so far, this is a beautiful palette. First impression, I'm shook. I honestly was not expecting to like this as much as I did. Again, not because I dislike Anastasia Beverly Hills and her eyeshadows. I just couldn't get a clear indication of what this palette truly looked like. So I knew for me, I need to go see it in stores. I was going to buy it online, but I was like, no. I want to see what it looks like for myself first. And this is beautiful. This is a palette. Boom, here we go. This is a palette that is going to pop off on all skin tones. Again, I was not super technical with my eyeshadow. I was literally just throwing it on to get an idea of what the shades would look like on me. Can you zoom it? Here we go. Let me little bit closer to the light. So hopefully this is helpful. You can see what the shades look like. I like it a lot. Like it a lot. If you were debating between getting rose metals or the Nueva, I don't even know how you say it properly. I should probably make sure I'm saying it properly. Go with rose metals, 100% all day long. I just feel like this color story is definitely going to be more appealing to everyone. I feel like the colors in here, they're going to give beautiful fall vibes. Your vibe is so positive since you opened up about closing yourself. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's because I was in spiritual warfare with myself for a very long time. So I'm definitely now, I feel free as a bird. I am definitely grateful for my journey in the salon. It has brought me so many different opportunities. But sometimes you gotta close the chapter, and Miss Joan, I agree with you. I agree. The vibe is vibing. But I feel that this one here, this is bomb. But if you are not in the market for a palette, if you don't like ABH, skip it, sis. I'm going to get the Huda Beauty palette. That comes out on Monday, I believe. That's the 3rd. And we will do another first impressions on it. So I don't know that it actually launches in stores first. I personally like to buy my palettes. Well, I personally like to buy all my makeup in store versus online, just because, I don't know. I want to go ahead and get it so I can share my thoughts with you guys on it. But I am pleasantly surprised. I really, really like it. As far as where did she go? The Hourglass palette. I do like this. I need to utilize it more, and I'm going to compare it to another face palette that I had. Well, another face palette that's coming, so be on the lookout for this. What do you guys think about the rose metals? I'm digging it. Oh my God. I'm hyped. I'm so glad I went and got this. And then, of course, okay, let me ask y'all a question, because I don't like going off of the algorithm, because sometimes the algorithm, I'm just not interested in it. I want to know, do you guys still like eye tutorials? And I feel like we've been in this rat race. I've asked you a lot, but I like eye tutorials. According to the algorithm, it says no, but whenever I ask y'all always say yes. So I'm definitely I'm going to be doing some fall looks with this. Might be actual long form video, might be a short, whatever the case may be. However, I'm into it. I like it. Yes to that Hourglass. Yes. With the Hourglass, I gotta do a little bit more research. I gotta figure out what are these two even for? Because they just, see what I mean? I'm not sure how I'm supposed to utilize it, because it has a reflect to it. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. I gotta play around with it a little bit more. Get this in the Huda. Yeah, so the Huda palette, that's going to be my birthday present to myself, because my birthday is October 18th, so I already had that on the list. Yes, ma'am. And that's the thing too, that's what I could really appreciate about Huda Beauty. With her larger palettes, she only drops them once a year. And I love that she does that, just simply because it gives you something to be excited about. So when she does launch it, it's like, yeah, you feel hype and excited. It gives you an opportunity. If you bought the larger palette that she came out with the year prior to, it gives you a full year to utilize it, and you don't feel like you're freaking turning and burning because she's dropping a large eyeshadow palette every other month or quarterly. So I love the way that she does it. I'm a huge fan of Huda Beauty. I actually use Huda Beauty foundations on my clients whenever I'm doing stage glam, just simply because, that foundation ain't for everybody, but for the type of work that I do, I need pigmentation, I need full coverage, and I need it fast. It gets you there. So I'm a huge fan of Huda Beauty in general. Let's see. I like eye tutorials. All right. Work. Yes. Do short eye tutorials. Okay. I could do that. That's one thing I do like with the shorts. I do like doing eyeshadow tutorials via shorts. I think that's fun. I'm getting Huda And Hourglass, Skin Twin, and another Libra. Libra gang, what's good? An Hourglass for my birthday. Yes, another Libra. I looks. Forget the algorithms. They are not real. Hey, yes, Joan. You said it. You preaching. 100%. They are not real. We are the audience. Yes, we are your audience. I appreciate that so much. All right, so we have been on for exactly 50 minutes, and I don't want to hold y'all up on this lovely Saturday evening. So, of course, if there's ever any type of content that you want to see, leave it in the comments. If you're on Instagram, you can shoot me a DM. I always respond to my DMs, and I always respond to my comments. So if there's something you want to see in particular, let me know, because like Miss Joan just said, y'all are my audience, and I want to make sure that I am giving you content that you like to see. So I can't stop looking at my eyes. I love this. I absolutely love this. In fact, I think the first eye look that I do, I'm probably going to recreate this, but actually just be more strategic about it. But yeah, so y'all have a happy Saturday evening, and I will see y'all in the next video. And I need to go check out Dr. Sherry anyways content right now. All right, y'all, be easy, keep it simple, and have a great weekend. Ooh, yes. Customize. I think you can only customize the packaging from my understanding with the Hourglass palette. All right. Peace out, Am fam.